Sunday. Thank you for joining us here in JT Ladies Lounge with. Oh, I'm Jazz, and that's T.
This is why it's called Sunday Fun Day, because we're gonna have some fun today. She already
Yes,
started off
I've
with the
already
fun.
started. I certainly have. So thank you again for joining us. How was your Sunday? How was your week? What did you do today? So what did you do today that was interesting?
Nah, I worked, did a spin cycling class with my sister, and then I met my future brother-in-law and sister-in-law at the bridal store for the girls to get fitted for their dress. And now I'm doing the show. So
She's had one hell of a day.
I'm tired. But
She's
nah,
tired.
I got, you know what? I got the energy to, keep going and going. So I had a very productive day, but it was good.
If you see her nod off, you know why.
So what about you?
Today.
Your weekend, today, whatever you want to narrow it down to.
I don't know. Today I went to church. That was really good because I hadn't been to church in a while. So I went to church, got that good word in me. Because to me, like church is like school. You know, you go and get fed, you learn some things, and spend some time in the house of the Lord. Yes. And then I went to the grocery store, got some of what I needed, forgot everything else. Then I came back home, started cooking, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we are going to start today's show off with Sunday Fun Day. I don't know if y'all noticed, but we are now, not saying now, but since it's the summertime and it's all about fun, celebrating in just the sun, enjoying just the warm weather.
Yeah,
it
while
gonna
we
be
have
here for
it,
long.
sure isn't.
So we're gonna focus on our Sundays being fun and exciting.
And light, yeah.
So today is, what would you do, or would you date or marry? So we're gonna just throw our questions out there. Y'all give us y'all feedback, and y'all,
throw questions out at us as well.
Or either, would you or would you not? Or give us stories of funny stories that you witnessed somebody doing something and you was like, nah, I'm not gonna get in that. Or,
or what would you do if, those type of questions.
Or somebody wanted to date you and you was like, nah, I can't date nobody that got, I don't know,
big ears.
Or crooked eye, like Jazz. I ain't trying to call out.
You did.
No, but like Jazz said, got maybe a crooked eye. Like,
would you
date? And again, it's no judgment. It's just fun. Because, again.
And y'all keep it real. Don't give us no, I would date him as long as he was nice to me. I wouldn't care if he had like one wandering eye. I don't want to hear that.
Right.
Just keep it real. If you would date him, we can't say if you would or if you wouldn't, but just be who you are. You know what I'm saying? If you would do it, if you wouldn't do it,
right? Because people have their preference.
You have your preference, and men and women,
right? And sometimes people, I'm gonna give it a try. You just say, I'm gonna just go for it.
Let's see what that be about.
Right,
for a little bit. You can put on glasses.
Right.
Yep. So that, I guess we'll start off with that question: would you date someone with a lazy, sleepy, wandering glass eye? Maybe not all four of those at the same time. One or the other. I guess it would only be one. I don't know. Can you have a lazy wandering eye?
I mean, some people do.
It's lazy and it wanders, so it's a
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that would work out. But would you date somebody with an eye discrepancy?
And that would be one of those where somebody might say, I can't date nobody that wears glasses.
Well, I think
no, it is different, but it's like one of those where it's like, it's not that, where somebody might be like, it's not that serious, they only wearing glasses, but people really have their preference.
So personally, me, I know that, I'm not on Jet Beauty of the Week. I know I have my things with me, but personally, I'm not sure if I can date an individual with a wandering eye, a glass eye, a lazy eye, a cock eye. I mean, and not even just a little bit. You know how sometimes when you take pictures and you look a certain way? Because I know I do. I take pictures, I look a certain way, and sometimes I do look cross-eyed.
Right.
But I'm talking about them joints be...
And you be like, friend, I don't like my eyes.
Yeah.
And you know what? I never... And that's crazy, because these are the questions that you don't think about.
But what if he was nice to you and treated you like, you shit rose petals? Like, what if he was really, really nice?
And you know what? And you right. But I guess with me being a person and I'm being not necessarily that I would have to date that person, but I would give conversation. Now I
I
definitely
said date.
no, but that's it. I will give conversation. You know what I'm saying? I could see, probably
I
have
would.
given
Okay,
conversation.
wait, but you know how he feel about you. And I
Yeah,
said date. I didn't say would you. I would hope you would talk to the man. I would hope you would be nice. But I mean, would you be able to date a man that had a wanderer or a lazy one or
I can't answer that because it's like I don't know. I don't know if my first thing would just be like, ah, I can't. I don't want to even like say hi because it's I don't
no,
know.
you
But
will say hi. You will be nice. I'm not saying would you treat him like he had leprosy.
no,
Be nice, but what
that's
can you
why.
see yourself waking up to old boy
But
with the eye thing going, or can you see yourself having a conversation with him and his eye is somewhere?
I say that because, like I said way before, and you already know me. I've dated people that I have had a lot of people say they don't believe the people I date because they was not
Stephanie,
that no.
Stephanie, you call me shady. I
No,
am
not
not
that something was wrong with them,
shady.
but I always got they never compared me to be
Hey,
with the
Randy.
people that I was with. So it's like I don't know. I can't say I would if the person is nice, we having good conversation. Now we're going off the first like a first date or first introduction. If the person is nice and it's like, just say they dress well or they, look good, whatever. I don't know. I cannot honestly say if my first thing would be like, oh, I'm not giving him my number because he got a lazy eye. I really can't answer that because knowing me, I would probably be like,
We not
I
talking
can look
about
past
passing
that.
numbers. We not talking about conversation.
No,
We're not
this,
even talking about dinner. I'm talking about dating someone like
but
exclusively like
but
that's your
that's
dude.
where it starts from.
We're not talking about none of that.
Okay, so but that's where it starts from. You have to,
Okay.
in order to date somebody, you have to
Look at him.
no. You got to start that
Try to
initiative.
see eye to eye.
How you this
I'm
no.
sorry.
You have
My
to.
bad.
You got to start from there because that's where the initial dating process start from. When they first walk up to you and they say, "Hi, my name," or whatever. Oh, can we exchange numbers? That's where it start from. So you can't tell me
Oh God.
it don't start from the conversation or the talking because that's where it starts from once you exchange that number. That's the beginning of it. You have to have a conversation in order if you already know numbers are gonna get exchanged. Am I right or wrong?
Oh
Am I right or
God.
wrong, audience?
Would you date a man with a lazy or cockeyed
But
audience?
anyway,
We're not asking
we
Tamara
gonna
this
move
no
on.
more.
So this okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna just keep we're not gonna stick to a whole hour show about a lazy eye. Come on,
Wait.
girl.
Wait, Randy said, oh man. Okay. Randy said, what if he had one leg or one arm? Would you rub my nub? That's what he said after.
That Slick Rick made me shit fly. Come on now, Gucci patch the eye. And that's why I'm saying, and Randy, that's why I say that. It depends. I don't think I really would go off of the eye. It's gonna be like the interaction. Honestly, like for real, for real. I never been put in that situation, but knowing me, I know that it would first go off of the interaction. First of all, it's going to go off of how you even approach me, number one. And it's not going to be because of the eye. It's going to be, first of all, how you approach me. So again, I feel you, like we said, Slick Rick. We
Oh
fucked with Slick
shit.
Rick. He was a good looking. We don't know what he was about, but just going off of the first impression, good looking guy. He rapped. He did what he did, and you only can laugh. It's
I
so
am because
silly.
this is awful.
But
Okay.
what would you do? Or would you date or marry?
Would you
This
date
today.
or marry? Randy said, would you date or marry somebody with one limb missing?
Now, I would probably have to go off of how much the person need my help. I love helping people, but it's just like I will focus on what that person can do because I would need to now know how much I need to be there. You know what I'm saying?
So, dude with the eye, you want it to be his.
No, because he might can see. His eye might just be wandering, but he can still see the same way we see.
True.
You get what I'm saying? So with the arm, one arm and one leg, it's just like, of course we know people with one arm, leg, no legs can get around and do stuff. We see it all day.
Yeah.
Facebook, people you might know personally. So yeah, I would want to know how much attention you would need.
If I was dating you and you lost a limb and while we was together.
Randy said, speak up, Jack. See,
if I was, if we were already dating and and you lost a limb while we were dating.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably stick it out a little longer. But what?
Dad.
I'm not gonna leave you because you lost your limb. Oh no, not like that. But I'm just saying I would, I'd work with you a little bit longer. Right. But if initially, I don't know. Now a limb, I don't know. Because like you said, I do agree with you. Have to think about how much you would have to attend to that person.
Right.
I mean, or it could be like Blade Runner. Blade Runner, you know what I'm saying? He had them he had them little things, and he didn't need attention. You know what I'm saying? But he had, I don't know, y'all.
Right.
I don't know.
So what would you do, or would you date or marry, or marry someone? So y'all give us the comments too, how, just things that y'all might think about. Would I date somebody? Or what would I do if I seen this?
Well, Randy said he would prefer her to have one arm instead of one leg.
And
Stephanie, I swear I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad person, and I'm not being too petty, I don't think.
But what's the difference between the arm and the leg, though, Randy? I'm like just trying to understand.
And I would think you would say you'd rather her have.
I don't know if
I can't see my shorting hopping out the bed naked.
You know what? You play too much. So anyway, you know what? I can't stand you.
It's so not funny, y'all. It's not funny.
No, really. We all have. It's Funday Sunday. We're not judging people.
Your preference.
We're not judging what people have going on in their life. It's Sunday Funday. These are the questions sometimes that we really don't take into consideration until it's brought to us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like for real. So it's again, what if? Would you? Because that makes you start to realize, I don't know, like you question yourself, like
am I a bad person,
right?
Stephanie?
Like, am I a bad person? Am I too picky?
Yes.
Am I passing up, the wrong
great opportunities because my man's has got the wandering
right?
joint.
Oh, the
am
woman,
I being picky?
Yeah. So
because she ain't got both her legs, sir.
Right. So honestly, like for real, these are for real life questions.
Yes, this is an honest show. Thank you for reminding everybody, Mr. Hall. Let them know we are an honest bunch here.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of sometimes too honest.
So what would you do? Like, what would you do if you was out somewhere and you gotta be dramatic, and you've seen somebody doing this or somebody asked you a question, just keep it going.
Yeah,
Stephanie
yeah.
And Randy, thanks for tuning in.
Yes,
because y'all keeping it going.
Y'all got me over here cracking up. Stephanie, I love you too, honey. I cannot wait to our event. Yo, we're gonna have so much fun in October. Girl. She said Jazz vows when she get married will be until you lose a limb. I'm not.
Because you said I would date you long. I know you didn't really mean it.
I didn't mean it
but
like
at the same time.
And I mean, what? I mean, if I lost, you know what I'm saying? I gotta prepare for that. What if? I mean, it could be me. You know what I'm saying? But if you did lose a limb, I wouldn't just be like, yo, sorry to hear about your arm. I'm gone. I wouldn't do that. I would deal with you until I couldn't anymore, until it just got too much. Because sometimes them things it becomes too much. You know what I'm saying? Happens. Because you gotta think about losing a limb. That person has to adjust to that psychologically. Now I gotta deal with you and all your mental, and you ain't got no limb. So it just become a lot. And until I feel that I can no longer handle it, I'm there. But
right.
Hopefully it never has to. Lord Jesus, please let it never come to that. She said
Keisha.
that's Keisha Mixon said that's why women miss out on good men. We're so critical and judgmental to date that cross-eyed man maybe Mr. I hate these emoji things.
I
Maybe
don't know.
Mr.
I
Somebody.
don't know why these things is doing this now.
Maybe I don't know, but Keisha, that is true, because we
Right.
do have preferences and as well as men, you know what I'm saying? And because we limit ourselves to those things, we miss out sometimes.
Right.
So you're absolutely right.
Yeah. No, that's true. Cause like I said, it comes from like when people say, "What's your preference?" And it's okay to have your preference. It's okay. But that's just like when women say, and it's okay. Again, it's okay. But this is just what I'm saying. I don't date dark skinned men. I don't date light skinned men. I don't date, you know, then the
Men
mid.
under
Oh, I
six
don't
feet.
date women that, have weave in their hair. I don't date women that. So it's like you are limiting yourself. Again, everybody is entitled to their preference.
Yeah.
You are. You're
But
not wrong.
yeah.
But that is why, like I said, if you want to sit back and be like, why? And it's only going for people, let's just say, looking who wants a relationship or who's looking for, a long term thing. Because not everybody looking for a relationship or
Hmm.
everybody. But it's still like, why I can't find this? Why this person? Because like you probably passing up the wrong person.
Yeah.
Now, if it's as little as somebody saying, I don't date this person because of a complexion, then yeah, that means you will not
You
be.
are really
No, that
limited.
means that you would not date somebody that has a what's the word? I can't. What's the word? Like a deformity or have something going on. Like you would. That means because if you just going off a skin tone,
Hmm.
then that means you will not date nobody that's probably again lazy eye, one arm, one limb.
Yeah, we ain't even
You
got to
know
all
what I'm
that. We
saying?
haven't got to the
Because now you,
complications of things.
yeah. So people based on just on skin tone.
Yeah. And
Oh,
we
they don't like men with bald heads, or they don't like men that do that. Like I said, the show is not just about me, but because it is, we talking about what would you date. I had to do a whole transformation with my fiance, like, and when I say transformation, as far as me adjusting to things with him just as much as me, because he don't like small girls. You know what I'm saying? He don't like small girls. If it was up to him, he would prefer me to be like, a bigger, thick girl. But at the same time, it's not like he's using that against me, like, oh, you too small, I'm gonna leave you.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? When I first met him, he ain't have a bald head. He went through a whole process of him cutting his hair off, then me saying, baby, I know you're gonna look good with a bald head. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, oh, boo, oh my goodness. Complexion wise, stomach wise, he had a big stomach. This is like, I'm like, you look good to me. I don't care about what
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
think
Yeah.
they feel that they should see me with.
Yeah.
Cause you could be the most handsomest guy, cut this, and treating me like shit.
Shit, yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
going off of what I like, not what people think I should be
What
with.
feels good to you. Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely. We have another would you? Would you date a midget? A midget man? 3 feet and under. He got swag though, that's the bonus.
Nah, 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 probably nah. I probably nah. I ain't. Mm-mm. No, I probably wouldn't. Now I know that. I
Why?
would
What
say.
if he had great conversation?
I said I can have conversation, but I probably would not date because I don't want nobody shorter than me. I just
Well,
like I just don't want.
that's a lot shorter than you,
You
friend.
could I mean you could be short hair
As you,
because
your height.
obviously my daddy daddy my ex husband we was height
He was
years.
4 feet
So that's what I'm
tall.
saying. Height don't matter. But at the same time, no, I don't want a midget. But it's not like we can't be eye to eye because my son's father was eye to eye. So it's like, even
Oh.
when I had heels on, I was taller, but I didn't feel funny. I probably instead of wearing 4 inches, I wore them in half.
Hey, we make it
But
work. You know what I'm saying?
but no, but I ain't gonna say probably. But would I date a midget? No, I know honestly, I probably wouldn't. Thank God I never had a midget approach me because if I did, when I would walk away, I swear I would walk away and I would be like, Lord, please forgive me. I'm not judging this person, but I just don't want to give a midget my number. Because if that's the case, the whole world would probably have my freaking number if I did not feel like, you know what I'm saying?
You had boundaries.
Yeah. I would have dated everybody in the goddamn world, slept with everybody in the goddamn world, if it wasn't boundaries. And that's exactly what it is, boundaries.
Yep. Okay, Stephanie said, hell no, I'm looking up to all things in life. I ain't mad at you, girl. I am not mad at you. So, Stephanie, your vow's going to say eye to eye or taller. Because if you down there by my kneecaps, bruh, it's not happening.
Nah.
That is hilarious. Y'all are silly. Thank
even
y'all for joining us.
Even though they do the same things we do. I mean, for real, they may be a little bit limited, but they do the same things that we do. Because you could be an average person and still can't do what the normal average person could do. Like, just say,
what if I need you to help me zip up my dress?
They got stools.
We gotta carry the little stool everywhere. Oh man, this is complicated. I want to love you, little guy. It's a lot going on, man.
See, I swear, I just think, I don't know. I just think I try to, and this probably where my problem comes. That I try to always look beyond the possible.
And I think about how much I really feel like dealing with. Like, come on, I got a kid. You know, I already got enough on my plate. You know, and you cool. We can talk. Like all these people with all these things, yeah, we can definitely talk. We can hang out from time to time. But as far as the everyday thing goes, it's probably not gonna work out for me.
But then I look at it too that you have people that are born a certain way, so they have no choice. But then you have people that are born normal, but things occur in their life that they are limited now to doing certain things or the what if would you date. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think of what about if that's me? Even though I wasn't born that way, but what's going on with this person?
Could be me. It could be me. And that's why I wouldn't mind like the conversation. I wouldn't be mean, but I know how much I can deal with. You know,
no,
and
I get that. No,
even
I get that.
Men had a problem.
I get that.
I don't like short hair. People that color their hair have low self-esteem or whatever the case may be. But I like your hair.
All right, so would you?
And stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody got their preferences.
So let's say what
Stephanie said she'd be like, "Hey, come here, short."
You know what? See,
this is Petty Sunday. That's what this is. I'm sorry, I started it off. I shouldn't have did that. You know, I love all Jesus' children.
Oh, I know you do. It's like, okay, I'm gonna call myself out. I'm gonna call myself out. That's just like ugly feet. Somebody say I don't want to date nobody with ugly feet. I know I got ugly feet. I don't care. I know I do.
But you keep them done though.
But
that's important.
If somebody says something to me, oh, I can't date you. Oh, I can't. Well, we know we ain't talking about date now, but just say in the time that I was in my dating scene, whatever. Cause shit, I ain't just cause I'm engaged don't mean I can't freaking relate. But I can't date you because you got ugly feet. Like, I'm more than my feet.
I so much more than man. You so busy looking down at, you looking down. You're focusing on the wrong thing. You need to be up here.
So whatever it is, you passing me up because my feet are. I got a big forehead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I hear the forehead thing too. Like you got a big forehead. Yes. I think I was born
Keisha
with
said
it.
I hate my feet.
Girl, I mean, you got to keep them done though. You know what I'm saying? If you as long as they not cutting up sheets. I don't know. I hate ugly feet too, and mine are flat. You know what I'm saying? So some people may not like them, and that's fine too, because I probably don't like yours either. So I hate feet. But that's like,
so would you date somebody that got ugly feet?
Yeah, they keep their socks on. Do they gotta touch me with them? Like if we lay in the bed and we cuddle?
I know, because you don't.
Do you gotta put your feet on me? Oh God, please don't get me started on this feet thing.
Because I know my feet ugly. Because I'm like, well, damn, you can take me for my feet, and I can take you for yours.
Right, and it's different if you got hard. Is they ugly and crusty? It's a lot. It's different when you just got ugly feet, but when they crusty and hard and that skin is all wrenched around, looking like What's that? Shaved cheese on the back. Okay. And Randy dropped some jewels. He said he said true love is learning to love your partner's idiosyncrasies. Big old word. Look at you today on a Sunday. Make what makes us strange. If my woman don't like this big bottom lip, we won't work. Cause that ain't going nowhere, honey. You better tell
See,
them.
and you know what? With you just saying that, you have people saying, "Well, I don't like nobody that got big lips." I'm like, what? No, but I know
Girl.
I've heard stories about the big lips. They say when you kiss it be it go all around. So I don't know. People have their reasons why they don't like certain things, which is understandable.
Oh my God.
They probably had an experience that said I can't do that.
They
no
almost
more.
drowned.
But if you just off the top just saying I can't do that, I don't know. But that's like with kids. You know, when people say I can't date nobody that got kids,
Yep. Heard that
again,
too.
it's your preference. But it's still like you already
Okay.
you already just shutting that person out because they have this.
Yep.
You know,
And
so
I'll
it's
take
just,
that. I'd rather you be honest and shut me out up front.
no, I agree.
Yep. Go ahead and eliminate me. I'm not for you.
I
You're
agree.
absolutely
People
right.
do it because they say I wouldn't date or marry somebody. You know, I wouldn't because of where you live at.
Yeah. Oh, I've
Know
heard.
where
I've
you
heard
work.
that too. Yeah. I've heard that too, and that's funny. I think that's funny because I feel like if you judging me for the material things, then bro, we got a whole lot to talk about. I seen, hold on, y'all. I had to switch because we still getting the emoji thing. Randy said, listen, the thing about ugly feet is keep them damn toes painted, at least lotioned up. Do not do that and we good, but do not rub nasty, crusty feet on me. It's going to cut your skin. I'm telling you. I know exactly what you're talking about. I hate hard. They ugly. I don't have to look at them, but at least clip your toenails. Come on. It's not that hard. You know, just bend down and clip them. Let's go get, we'll go get pedicures together. I'm so with that. Matter of fact, I'll make the appointment.
Right,
It's
okay.
important.
Oh, would you date? Like, this is question sometimes that me and Tay be talking about, like, what would you date? Like, I remember one question she used to always ask, what would you date somebody? Remember the little smart cars that only had the two doors? Now, I told him no. Like, I know I wouldn't. He'd say, what about when we first met each other? And I was like, all right. Because, of course, you know the process, exchange numbers, talking. And he's like, all right, I'm on my way to pick you up. And he pull up in one of those smart fit cars. The two doors, I know y'all remember
the
them
ones
cars.
about that big?
Now, I did say, I said,
you judging. I can't live with you. Hi, Kat. Are you listening to this?
I would not know. This is I'm dead serious. Now this is me being a bad person now.
Clutch
That's
my
what it is.
pearls.
I would have still went out on a date. I'm not gonna lie. I still would have went out on a date. But let's just say if his conversation or what we was talking about or the vibe wasn't connecting, I would have been like, you know what, that's an easier way for me to walk off because first of all, you got a two-door smart fit car. You know what I'm saying? And then your conversation. So that would have been thrown in there with that little car. But I would have still went on a date. I would not still had opened the door and seen that car and be like, oh hell no, I can't do this. Like I wouldn't have did that. I would have still went and just been like in the whole way wherever we going, like, oh my goodness.
This is a little car.
And it's not based on his car because to me it's not, again, it's material and the cars don't matter. It's just like I would never probably know what it is that I wouldn't have thought that you had that type of car. Let's just say that wouldn't have been my
like
thought.
the little they kind of look like golf carts. They so really small. She said flat cars. No, not flat car. Oh, Fiat. I'm sorry. I thought you said flat. Like feet. Not Fiat.
They smaller. I'm gonna send you when I'm
Not Fiats. I'll get in a Fiat. But I want to talk about the little cars.
Those the smart fit. Was they that was
they
called smart fit.
They look like that. They smaller than Fiats. Well, to me they look smaller than Fiats.
Yeah, because Fiats they cute. Even a punch buggy. Like them smart cars, they are you.
It's just you and the steering wheel. It's really, really small. Now, if I would go on a date with a guy with a little ass car, but I would want to know what was your motivation behind getting this car? Because I did. It was this guy at work that I worked with, and he was like, he always was trying to talk to me, and I seen him. He rolled by me, y'all. He was like toot toot in a little car, right? And I was like, oh, that must be a rental. I thought maybe his car was getting fixed, but that was really his car. So I asked him. I was like, how'd you get the, what made you get the little car? And he was telling me because it's a tax write, it's an electric
Right, because
car, it's
some
a
people,
tax write off. Like he was explaining to me why he got it. Like, that's not all he can afford, but that he did it to be smart
and that's,
with a smart car, I guess.
but that's why sometimes when you when you know the person logic or reason behind that, you kind of can be like,
Oh, okay.
oh, okay.
Okay. Glad I know. I feel so much better because I was like, that is a really little car. You're a really big dude. I was just curious though. I mean, at least, I would want to talk. I would get in the car, but I would definitely immediately try to figure out a way that we could discuss this car.
Right.
I mean, not to say that I'm judging it, but just I'm curious
No,
about it
I
because
get
I
it.
don't
No,
know
I
anything
get it. I
about the
get it.
smart cars. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they smart. A lot of people get them. You plug them little jokers in, and they do what they do, I guess. So thank y'all again for joining us, y'all. This is funny. Because I know it's some stuff that we done said on here tonight that I'm just going to lay down tonight and think about and just be like, oh my God. This is so hilarious. So, okay, so let me ask y'all something. What would you do if if you were in a convenience store and there was a robbery in progress? What would you do?
Girl, it's so crazy because you see those so much on the news and on social media. And we say, why that person standing there? Why that person just recording? Why that person this? But you just never know. I thank God I've never been in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Keisha said
but I
hi.
don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Because you
hard.
never know how much
I'm just
time you're
saying,
going to
it's
have. Like,
hard.
you don't know where you stand at in the store. You might be standing behind the person.
I know, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah,
It's scary. I wonder.
it's hard.
And I was just, the first thing that came to my mind was play dead. But I don't know, because then what if I fall out and then they turn around and accidentally shoot me?
No, but even to me, playing the dead part, of course, that's not always even right because sometimes you play dead, but they still shoot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
So
like,
I couldn't even.
but if I witness, if okay, whew,
If you in a
if
store.
I'm in a store and I witness a robbery, and it's to where I have time to be able to make a call, or where I can run out the store to get help, I know that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt.
I know that's what I'm doing. But if it's to the point where I'm stuck in there and I know that I have no way of helping, I will hide and say probably will and save my life. You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't got nothing
I'm
on
not.
me.
I know I wouldn't just walk out there and just say, "Hey, what you doing?" I
Stop.
know.
Yeah.
I know. I would because, like I said, it's not just my life I got to take into consideration. I know that person who's on the other side is a stranger to me, and I know that's somebody's life. But I also have other people like that I have to take into consideration on my end. But if I'm in a situation where I can reach for help or find some way to get help, I will.
Yeah.
And I just thank God I've never been in that situation because
Me too.
I don't know anybody personally, but you see it on social media.
And I can't even say
see
what
it
a
on
right
the
or wrong
news,
answer would be,
and it's
I don't think my first choice would be to put it on live. But then again, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking somebody's watching live that can get me help because I can't make the phone call to 911 because, you know what I'm saying, they can't hear any noise in the back. So maybe live isn't really such a bad thing.
right.
But I'm not sure if I would be standing there actually watching it and filming it on live. I might be like from around the corner with my phone or something.
Trying to record it to say, all right, if they need me for a witness or for me, whatever.
Or,
right.
just to tell somebody, yo, get me some help because I can't,
Right.
I can't do this. Hopefully somebody see where I'm at and they know I don't hang out in them areas and they see what's going on and be able to put it together. But that's scary. That's something that you have to think about. Like, what would you do if you were in that situation besides play dead? Yeah. So let me ask you guys something. No matter of fact, y'all ask us. Ask us some what would you do's, would you date?
Or even some
Or
stories,
just tell us some things
with y'all that
yeah.
y'all say, you've been put in a situation, you're just like, I wouldn't do this, or what would you do?
Or like somebody that you maybe have dated that you would have never dated otherwise, but it was just something that stuck out to you about them. You know what I'm saying? Something that you would have normally been like, no, but it was this person and they had that thing, but it was something else
And
about
I'm
them.
like now with the dating scene, people, would you date somebody, online? Would you marry somebody that you only knew for a week? You know what I'm saying? That's
Oh.
too.
Would you date somebody you met online?
No, no.
Oh, Keisha said, would you ladies date outside of your race?
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I would. Yeah, the race thing that don't bother me, and it's so crazy, Keisha, because when another nationality, say to me, you're pretty or you're beautiful or you know, say something where it's like, can I get your number? It's actually shocking to me.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's me thinking like, but do you know I'm black? But at the same time,
Not a little bit,
I
but
know, but at the
real
same
black.
time, I
Yeah.
guess they like I don't care.
Yeah.
They not looking at color.
Yeah.
So when I have
Or at
people
least we would like to
of
think they're not
another
looking at color.
nationality that have approached me on that level, it is shocking. And would I date outside my race? Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, the color, the race, it don't. Now I could tell you it would probably be a hard adjusting to depending on your nationality. You know what I'm saying? Like
The language barrier would be
language,
an issue.
food,
Definitely food.
religion,
Yep.
so but I would not discriminate because of, a
You're
different
white, you're
nationality.
yeah.
No,
I wouldn't
I no.
discriminate either.
No, no, no,
Nope.
no.
Nope. It would be an
Now
interesting situation.
what about if he was a different nationality with one arm? See, look,
I
ask
wasn't
her
even
that.
gonna
Like, no,
go
I
there.
don't
I was thinking that like, well, what if he's a different nationality and had a
Nah.
cockeye? But yeah, no, I ain't gonna go there, y'all. But that's a good question because a lot, I would love to say, and actually, I think it's a disservice to my my men to say
Mhm.
that I would only date one race because I
Mhm.
think life comes with experiences. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it's some experiences that you only gonna experience is when you date outside your race.
Right.
Good ones, I'm praying. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But yeah, I would if the option presented itself
Mhm.
back in the day.
Right. Right.
Yep, yep. So, what do you guys have? Tell us,
Keisha
talk to
said, "Oh
us.
hell no."
Keisha said, "Oh
Keisha
hell
said she
no,
wouldn't date. You
you
wouldn't
wouldn't date
date?
outside your
Nah, but
race." I
Keisha
mean,
probably.
hey, it happens. It
Hell,
does.
oh hell no to what, Keisha?
Yeah, ain't no judgment, girl. Ain't no
Yeah,
judgment, but
like I said, I never like dated no one. Well, I mean, in grammar school it was a Spanish guy, but you know how they say we are the same, so I guess that don't matter, don't count. But in my adult years, it
yeah.
wasn't outside. But I don't
Mm.
think I would have.
I'm not
And
gonna
you
go
know
out
what?
my way to date somebody
Let
outside
me
my
tell
race.
you why. Not just for me, as far as dating outside my race, why I would not do that. I mean, why I would not make that.
Keisha
No.
said no. Oh hell no to one arm and white. That
Oh. Oh no.
no, that's a hell of a
Why I
combination.
wouldn't do the saying this discriminating outside my race because I have kids, and I would never want to raise my kids to say, only date blacks. You know what I'm saying? We can teach our kids, our background,
And when you tell
where
them
we
that, they
come
bring
from,
home the
and I
cornbread
would
whitest thing they
never
could ever
want
find.
to do that.
Yeah, you don't
I
want to
would
cheat
never
them out
want
of
to
that.
do that. I would never want to tell my kids that. So a lot of, my thinking is not just of how I feel. I
Hmm.
also got to think of what I wanted to teach my kids. Don't just turn nobody and no,
Because of your skin color.
yeah, your skin
Yeah.
color, or because of this or because of this, because if Jonathan or Maya came home and said, "Well, I don't, this girl like me, but she got one eye," like for real. I don't know if I want to. I like her mommy, but she got one eye.
That's different.
That's like, okay, you like her. You're telling me, you're coming to me with an issue that you like this girl that has one eye. So are you saying that you can't date her because she got one eye, but you like her? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So them are the I have to based on what my judgment is what I want to tell my kids.
Yeah.
Because I can't be saying no, I won't date nobody with one eye, but then I'm telling my kids, go ahead, date whoever you want to date. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not matching
Yeah,
up.
I would say date whoever you want to date. I just know that it just depends on the maintenance level for the eye guy. You know, I'm just saying.
No,
Yeah,
right,
just
right,
do what
right.
you want to do. You need that experience up under your belt. I'm old. I think about way
Old girl.
God, I think about way down the line. You just never know what may happen. So I think it's a good thing to encourage your kids to explore and to be honest with themselves because you don't want them to miss out
Right.
on
Right.
somebody that could be the
Right,
greatest
because
love or
stuff,
their
right,
bride or
because stuff
groom.
that we passed
Right,
by,
right.
we took for granted,
Yeah,
and now they doing the same thing.
yeah.
Because we like, no, don't date nobody that got one eye. Don't date nobody that got one limb. Don't date a midget. Or this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
That's big. I
And like
never
I said, these are questions like so you never think about until they are asked.
or until you were in that situation. Keisha said I prefer sticking with my race and I tell my kids the same thing. And a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying?
Which
A lot of people do. And
which
there's
I prefer
no
to it.
problem with that.
Yeah, because
I prefer it, but
some people intentionally go out to look outside their
yeah,
race. I've
no.
never intentionally, never did that. But if you somebody outside my race and you approach me, I'm not gonna push you away because of that. But I just never really dated no one. Even if you telling me, "Oh, you look nice or you beautiful," and you ask for my number, you just didn't get it because I'm not. First of all, your first impression, just what you look like or whatever, I'm just not attracted. Like I'm not just gonna just give you my number. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously I probably was in a relationship at the time, so first of all, you ain't gonna get my number neither. But I never just intentionally went outside of my race neither.
Yeah, I would
Because
never
some
I would
people
never
say
do
that.
that.
I ain't dating black men no more because this. I ain't, well, somebody white, whatever. I ain't dating white men. Got white people that don't
White
like white
people.
and they people. So they intentionally look for black females or black women. I mean black men.
Yeah.
So no. Yeah. Like I said, you could tell me all day I'm beautiful, whatever case may be. It's like, okay, I appreciate it,
Thanks for
but
noticing.
it's not like I'm intentionally looking.
Yeah, and it's not like
outside.
that's the one line, that's the phrase that pays either.
And that's for any race.
Yeah.
Because for me, like, would you date or would you marry? For me, it has to be a connection.
It has to be a total
has
thing.
to be it has to be a connection because you can even have that connection, but after you get to know that person, we talk about it could be a first date, it could be a phone call. Nowadays, of course, we know it's texting.
A text message.
Just that one little wrong text you said, oh nah, okay, I tried to give you a chance.
Right, I tried to be nice.
Yeah, I stepped out of my comfort zone.
And here you come.
You done messed up. You know what? You in the box with the rest of them.
Yep, blocking the
Now it don't matter your nationality. It don't matter you got one arm. It don't matter you got one eye.
Nope.
Don't matter you a midget. It don't matter you got
ugly feet. And drive a smart car.
Right. It don't matter. That one little thing is just
it don't take
messed
much.
up everything.
It don't take much. Keisha said, "Do you think it's possible to love two people at the same time?" That's deep, Keisha. That might be a whole nother show topic, girl.
That is.
Oh, shoot.
That's a good topic.
Woo. Sorry, we're going to use that with Keisha.
That's a good topic.
Is it? I think.
You can.
I think it's possible, but I don't think you love them the same.
Yes, and I can agree.
I think it is possible, but
and
you may
know
not
what?
love them the
and
same.
with you saying that,
I'm looking like, where is this gonna go?
No, what you saying that's like we have a chapter in the book called Living a Double Life. But living a double life, we switched it from what the average person know what living a double life is. But I'm saying that to say because when living a double life, if loving two people at the same time, let's just say you confused between them two people, neither one of them are going to get your main attention. And I remember reading a book, even though we wrote the book together, we both still sat there and read the book because we just had to see what the, how everything laid out. That was something you said. Neither person is going to get the same attention.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can love two people, but you have to cut it off. And like Jazz said, you're not going to get the same thing. Because then you got to weigh out, is it that I'm really loving this person? Do I really love two people, or I'm lusting over one and loving one? Do I wish the person who I'm lusting over had the same characteristics or qualifications or whatever as the one that I really love?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I do feel that you can love two people at the same time. It's just not the same love.
It's not. Yeah, it's not gonna be the same.
It's
And also,
not.
you have to think about too. Just because you love them at the
For
same
me,
time,
that's
don't mean
me,
you're in
real.
love with both of them. You know,
Right.
loving somebody and being in love is two different things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can love however many people you feel like loving, but being in love is the person you're in love with is the person that's gonna get most of your attention, but you still, gonna be selfish a little bit and
Yeah.
still, show this person you love just a little bit of love to let them know that you're still there. And that's because you love that person, meaning probably you truly genuinely care about them.
Right.
You want to make sure they're good, and you know they would die a little bit
Right.
if you stop dealing with
I'm
them.
there for you, you there for me,
Yeah.
all that. But you can, but they're
They're
not
not
getting
gonna
the
get the same
same love.
level. No,
It's not. But you can.
you
I
can,
believe you can.
and it can go on for years and a long time, but that's gonna get messy and time consuming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seriously, but I think you can love two people at the same time. Kiki, thanks for joining us, honey. We are doing Would You Date? What would you do if? And I've been cracking up this whole show, and I know I probably seem real shallow, and I swear I'm not.
No,
I'm not
no,
because
you not. You
I'm
giving
not.
your
I'm not. But it is.
opinion. You giving your
The
opinion
questions
of
are
it.
funny because I'm thinking about jokes in my mind that I have for
But
these questions,
Jazz,
and
you're not. You're not shallow. You're
no, I'm
not.
not. I'm not at
You
all.
just giving your own opinion, how you
Yeah,
feel,
and
just
as
like
well
us.
as you and everybody out here and on Facebook land joining us in the lounge tonight. Like this is a real conversation.
That's what makes us the show, because have two different personalities, two different people, but we come together. Because everybody, you can't have the same thought process and same opinion with everything. Can you imagine if we sat here every show? Yeah, Jazz, I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Jazz, I agree. Yeah, Tamara, I agree.
Exactly.
Y'all probably like,
oh God,
damn, do these bitches
it's
ever
petty
disagree?
dude.
Like,
I hate them. I hate them. That is
yeah.
crazy. Keisha said, with that being said, Jazz, do you think that's why men leave their wives for the side chick? Because he's in love with the side chick, but he loves his wife? Woo! That is a good question, Keisha. And I think personally, it just depends. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. I mean, the side chick thing and the wife thing, and that's loving your wife, being a provider, being a caregiver, like you care genuinely for this person. So sometimes that is maybe you have fallen out of love with your wife, but you know that she needs you, and you're still, you're a good provider, but you're just no longer in love with her. And you and your side piece, y'all may have a connection on a different level than what you have with your wife. So yeah, that could be it. And that could go for women too. A lot of times women fall out of love with their husband. They're not at home. They're always at work or they're always out with their boys. And you grow a different connection. You still love this man, but you love your side piece too. But now you're in love with your side piece because they're feeding you different.
Right.
So I do think that does happen.
But here it is. This is the thing for me. Are you really leaving your wife for the side chick? That's the thing. Like that's where you have to look and like within yourself. Are you really leaving your wife for the side chick, or did you not give yourself time to say, okay, this is my wife, this is my, side chick, and you really saying who's there for who? Because even though the man may leave the wife, is it like, did he really just leave the wife for the side chick, or he just said, this is where I'm comfortable at? Like you got to me look at it like he didn't just leave the wife or the side chick. He just felt to me comfortable there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
No, no, no. I'm saying
Yes.
no, no.
No, because I'm thinking of something too
Because
that I want to say too.
because
Yeah.
sometimes be like he left his wife for the side chick, but did he really leave the wife for the side chick?
Let me add another question on to that. Was he ever there with his wife? Did he
Right,
just marry her just because he
right,
was doing the right thing because maybe she got pregnant? Was he ever in love with her?
right,
Did
and
he
that's
ever give
and
himself to her?
and that's why, like I said,
Yeah.
with these type of questions, that's why you have to say, are you really, did you really leave your wife for the side chick? Because trust me, like I said, it's not giving side chicks no credit. Trust, no, not at all. But did you really leave your wife for the side chick? That's what you got to think about.
Or were you ever even there when you got married in the first place?
Right.
That's the other thing because
So
I
you
know
got to dig deep
a
into that.
lot of people get married for this right thing that to make it look like something that it's really not because it was never there to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now they in a situation where they trying to make a home
Right.
and it was never what it was supposed to be when you got married.
Right.
And who's to say the side chick is even a side chick?
Right.
She probably never left.
And that's true.
But you got
That's
the
true.
ring and the title now, so now she seemed like a side chick, but she like boo boo.
Right. So that's why I say it's, to me nowadays you got to look deeper into.
Woo.
You have to look deep into that. And you know what? With you asking that, Keisha, with saying that, that's like now. Who nowadays would you date? Would you be a side chick? I can
What is a side
like
chick?
no. Who wants to do that now? Who wants to do that?
They
Yeah,
get paid for that
when
now.
you was
It's a profession.
when you was maybe 18, 19, 22, 20, I don't know, maybe at point you say you don't care if the person got a girlfriend or whatever. I mean, to each his own. I know what I did when I was down, and at one point I didn't care if you had a girlfriend or not. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna lie. I messed with somebody that had a girlfriend. I didn't care. But does that mean that it was okay? No. But who
But you
the
were
hell
younger
is
and
doing that now?
we damn near
At
40.
damn near 40, but people are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And however you
who's doing
justify it
that?
in your mind, that is awesome. If you can live with that and feel like putting up with all that, hiding and sneaking and all that and all that stuff, that's great. But in this day and age, you have a lot more to worry about than that
Yeah,
piss
I'm gonna
poor
say.
situation that you're in. You gotta think about the gift that keep on giving. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, you're not the only one.
Right.
So it's a lot of things you got to take into consideration. And I wish younger people would think like that. But of course, as it took us time to grow into that,
Oh yes, of
I
course.
pray that the generations after
Mm-hmm.
us live as long as we have to learn those things. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they
Mm-hmm.
learn it at a faster rate, but not at the cost of, their freedom or their life or anything like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I made the comment earlier when I said we have to teach our kids who we are too. If I'm 40 years old and I'm out there sleeping with another person's husband, but then my daughter come to me and she tell me, "Mommy, I met this guy, but he has a wife." What I look like telling my daughter, "Don't you know what? Go ahead. It's fine. He ain't happy at home. Go do what you do." I would never. It's no way I can even open my mouth to tell my daughter that. Or even if when my son get of age and he's dating, and he comes to me and he say, "Mommy, I met this girl, but she got a boyfriend." I'm gonna knock him aside his head and say, "No, no." But the thing is that she has a boyfriend. Now we don't know what people do. People lie. We get that. But you coming to me and you're telling me she have a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna tell my son that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not gonna do that. So now, yeah,
That sounds like drama to me.
yeah. So now with me giving my what would you do or would you date or marry, I have to think of what would I tell my kids. You know what I'm saying? So I would never tell my son or daughter to date somebody and they know they got somebody.
I agree.
Even though I know I did it,
But
but
that's
I
why we
still
can
wouldn't do
tell them
that.
not to.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
to, because you don't work.
Been there, done that. And it's way more headache than what it's worth in the end. You know what I'm saying? And if that person, if you want me that bad, then you handle that there.
Right.
And then we'll, maybe if I still got time or if I'm still available, maybe we can come to, some kind of understanding. But
right. Because it was one thing, we're about to close, but it was one thing that stuck in my head when we talking about the side chick. We as women, and we have many sides. We have so many sides. We have emotional side, angry. We can be selfish. We can be mean. We can be whatever. But now, I mean, you should never. But we live and we learn. But now, at goddamn 40 years old, one side you should not be is what?
A side chick.
You should not be a side chick.
You shouldn't be.
You should not.
But if that's your profession,
you keep saying
that's
profession.
good for you. Yes, yes. Don't you see the hoes on TV getting paid to be side chicks? That is a profession.
Well, besides a profession, if that's what your goal is,
yes.
If that's what your goal is okay and you feel comfortable and that's okay. I get that maybe you fell in love with that person and you don't know how to get out of it, whatever the case may be. I get all that. I get it. I get it. But still, at some point, you gotta be like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
No, you should not.
You shouldn't. You
And
shouldn't.
listen to what I'm saying. If you know, I'm not talking about if the
If
guy lied to you
yeah.
or they live in a double life and you taking every word they say. But if you know, I'm sorry.
And we have one last comment from Keisha. And she said, with that being said, Mara, do you, I'm looking at this like I can't read it, y'all. Do you think that what you did in our younger days comes back and haunt our children?
You know what, Keisha? That is one, I thank God that it hasn't. But that is the reason why I was so hard on my daughter because I did not want her to experience that. But she's my mini me. But I tell you, at her age, at 21, even when she was 16 and 17 and 18, she was totally opposite of me. She was my mini me, but she still was opposite. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely does.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was so hard on her because I did not want her to be like me. Even though, in me doing trifling shit really didn't too much backfire on me. It did, but it didn't backfire on me maybe as much as it probably should have.
Or could have.
But I did not want my daughter to experience that because my way of how I did things at her age could have been totally different. But I had to mentally prepare myself that if this girl goes the route that I was going, at least I know how to handle it.
That's important.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least I know how to handle it. But that was the reason why I was so hard on her. And did it always work? No. But I just know that's the reason why because I did not want her to be like me, and I was so afraid of the way how everything happened with me and how it manifest with in my life. It could have been so different for her. And I don't know if I would have been able to handle certain things.
Yeah.
I would have knew how to deal with it and understood it, but I don't know if I would have been able to handle it.
Yeah, because it probably would have
So
came
I
out
was
more
trying to
more
protect
angry.
her so hard to not go that route. Because I'm like, just because it went this way for me, don't mean it's going to go that way for you, baby.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I agree.
It does backfire. It does.
Some way, somehow.
Just got to pray that it don't backfire in the worst way.
Yes, Lord. Yes. Kiki said, depending on the child, because I see it in my daughter, in my younger daughter, but I see my elder daughter being who I want it to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's
so every kid is different.
And yeah. And that's exactly key. You are 100% right. And that's what it's saying. Maya, You already know she was going that route, but where she at right now in her life is where I should have been. At 21, she's living her life. She has a boyfriend and, they doing their things. She's working, she's grinding. Every job this girl done had, she like, Mommy, I need to make more, I need to make more. So it's like, if you doing this at 21, your mindset is so different at 21. I had you and I was married.
What a blessing.
In my era, not saying that was the thing, but in my time life at 21, he's getting married. If my daughter came to me and said, Mommy, me and Anthony about to get married, I love Anthony to death, but I'm going to be like, baby, no. But I'm going to understand why she wants to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I completely agree.
So,
thank you all tonight for this show. It has been hilarious, y'all. Sunday fun day.
Hilarious and serious.
And very serious. Yes. Like it went up and down. Well, not up and down, but we crossed all from funny to for real life situations. Yes. And honestly, they are real life situations. Yeah, they are. But it's just like to get different people's opinion, to see how they feel, or just to have a light show on a Sunday to start our week off with some some light stuff, because I know we all like, oh God, Monday's tomorrow. But listen, y'all, stop thinking about Monday like that, because it's not guaranteed. Right? All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us. We will see you Wednesday.
Yes, thank you, Sunday Fun Day. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. It's 8:00. It's still early. Oh yeah. Well, you know why? Sunday Fun Day. It feel like a Saturday.
It feel like a Saturday. But don't mistake it. It's not. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.